China is a place that lives vividly in the global imagination. We picture the Great Wall, a timeless symbol of ambition, and ancient temples whispering stories of dynasties past. But this grandeur now shares the stage with a different kind of power, gleaming, futuristic skylines and the constant drumbeat of political headlines that dominate the evening news. It's a picture of a nation that is both ancient and hyper-modern, a monolith of immense power. But the China I came to know lived in the spaces between these grand narratives. It wasn't found on a news ticker or in a history book. It revealed itself in small daily moments. Quieter, more nuanced, and deeply human. It was in the simple sizzle of garlic at a street stall. It was in the joyous laughter erupting around a hot pot with new friends. But it was also in the rhythmic clatter of mahjong tiles in a quiet alleyway, a sound as much a part of the city as the traffic, and in the silent, graceful movements of grandparents practicing Tai Chi in the park at dawn. Most arrive with a suitcase full of expectations. They expect the exotic, the overwhelming, the difficult. You anticipate getting lost, not just in the streets, but in a sea of unfamiliar customs. Then, almost without you noticing, you meet the profound normalcy underneath. The fortress walls of cultural difference dissolve into friendly smiles and small acts of kindness, because beneath the headlines, life is still life. It's getting up, it's going to work on a crowded subway, it's parents helping their children with homework, their hopes echoing our own. It's sharing a meal, it's the universal search for connection, the realization that our daily concerns and small victories are fundamentally the same. Understanding China means looking past the grand narrative. It requires you to unlearn the idea that it is a monolith. It is a continent-sized country, a vibrant tapestry of distinct regions, hundreds of dialects and deeply rooted traditions, each with its own flavor, its own soul. You feel the brash confidence of Shanghai, a city racing toward the future. Then you sink into the laid-back tea-house culture of Chengdu, where time slows down. You can witness the stoic resilience of the industrial Northeast, a region of harsh winters and warm hearts. And you can get swept up in the entrepreneurial energy of the South, where the next big idea feels like it's just around the corner. To truly see China is to accept its contradictions, ancient and futuristic, reserved and hospitable. The key is to let go of the need for a simple answer, embrace the complexity, and find the familiar human heart that connects it all. For a newcomer, one of the first and most profound shocks is the near-total disappearance of physical cash. You quickly learn that the bills in your wallet are practically relics. Trying to pay for a taxi or a bowl of noodles with paper money can earn you a confused stare or a sigh as the driver fumbles for change they barely carry. The entire economy, from gleaming shopping malls to the humblest street-side stalls, runs on the silent flicker of QR codes. This digital payment system is woven into the very fabric of daily life with an intimacy that's hard to comprehend. It's not just for organized retail. You buy fruit from a vendor by scanning a laminated code hanging from their cart. You pay your electricity and water bills with a few taps. Even giving donations at a temple or tipping a street performer involves your phone. It's a frictionless system that has leapfrogged the age of credit cards entirely, creating a truly mobile-first society. At the heart of this revolution are two colossal applications, WeChat Pay and Alipay. But to call them payment apps is a massive understatement. They are digital ecosystems that manage nearly every facet of your existence. Within a single app, you can chat with friends, pay your rent, book a doctor's appointment, order groceries, and hail a ride. Your social life and your finances don't just coexist, they are completely intertwined in one centralized hub. The result is a world where you can confidently leave home with nothing but your phone. It's your wallet, your keys, your Metro Pass. You scan a code on the table to order and pay for your coffee. You scan another to pass through the subway turnstile, no fumbling for change, no swiping a card. But this seamless convenience breeds a profound dependency. The low battery warning triggers a unique kind of modern panic. A dead phone doesn't just mean you're disconnected, it means you're stranded, unable to pay for a ride home or even get into your own apartment building. Some doors simply won't open without it. Breaking into this digital world isn't automatic. Setting up a local bank account to link your apps is a bureaucratic rite of passage, a test of patience and paperwork. Until you're connected, you feel like a ghost in the machine, a clumsy interruption in a seamless flow. But once you're in, you join a vast, pulsating digital network. Your life is immediately organized into dozens of chat groups for your building, your office, your hobbies. The phone becomes your key to everything. And in turn, your life becomes an open book of data. Every purchase, every journey, every connection is logged. It's a world of unparalleled convenience, but it comes at the cost of a privacy that feels unsettling, especially to those used to a different bargain. Being a foreigner, a Laowai, is a distinct experience. In big hubs, you blend in more easily. In smaller cities, your presence becomes an event. People stare out of curiosity, not malice. You become a minor celebrity. Invitations come quickly. Dinners, toasts, questions. Real connection takes time, and cultures collide on friendship, space, and directness. You might be asked about salary, weight, marriage. Usually it's a sign of care, not rudeness. Effort matters. A few phrases transform your experience. People are generous hosts and refuse to let you pay. With patience and humor, Laowai becomes simply, friend. How you're treated often mirrors your attitude. Stay in a bubble and your world stays small. Try, fail, laugh, the effort is appreciated. Over a cup of tea or a bowl of noodles, labels fade and simple friendship remains. In China, community envelops you. It lives just outside your front door. Familiar faces become your daily support system. Generations share space in older xiaoku. Neighbors play, chat, and keep an eye out. Privacy blurs, sometimes intrusive, often protective. Homes can be small, plumbing temperamental, function over form, yet the food is unforgettable. Messy to the eye, precise in results. The work ethic is intense. 9 to 9, 6 days, not universal but common. Overtime, sometimes unpaid, drives progress and burnout. Success runs on guanxi, relationships and reciprocity. Deals are sealed over long dinners and trust. Hierarchy is defined, respect and face matter. Without Mandarin you miss the nuance, the jokes, the cues. Even basics shift your professional footing. Blend your style with local norms, and you find your place. When we think of China, our minds often conjure its megacities, modern, relentless, convenient. It's a dazzling world of 24/7 energy, but just a short ride away, a slower world of seasons and soil appears. The air changes, the soundtrack shifts from traffic to nature, and life feels tangible, rooted in the land. This contrast is the backdrop for a profound human drama. Opportunity pulls many away, families stretch across distance, a story of sacrifice for a better future. In these rural places, the city's anonymity disappears. Scrutiny and warmth arrive together. As an outsider, you're an object of frank curiosity, but it's a curiosity often followed by a disarming kindness. Skyscraper and farmhouse, one country, starkly unequal, yet deeply connected by a constant exchange of people, resources and dreams. I learned this firsthand one damp winter in Chengdu. I was lost in a maze of buildings when my phone, my digital lifeline, went black. No map, no wallet, no way to communicate. A real sense of being stranded set in. A security guard listened to my mimed predicament. He didn't speak my language, but he understood distress. He handed me a steaming cup of hot tea, a simple, profound gesture of care, then picked up his own phone to find help. Soon, another man arrived on a scooter, gave me a lift to the main road, and disappeared into his day without waiting for thanks. These were small acts with no reward expected, a quiet, unassuming decency. It's in these unheralded moments that you find the true character of a place. So my advice is this: arrive with an open mind and humility. You will be challenged, confused, and humbled. Embrace being a novice because it's in that state of not knowing that real discovery happens. Prepare to live within a paradox. China is ancient and hyper-modern, traditional and rapidly changing. Start Mandarin now. A few phrases open doors and show respect, turning a transaction into a human connection. Sort your bank and payment apps early. It's the essential key to daily life in a nearly cashless society. And please, step outside the expat bubble. Eat local, explore the alleyways, talk to people. Be curious and willing to be a little uncomfortable. You'll leave with a more nuanced view of the world, understanding a country too often reduced to simple headlines. Because in the end, China will be more challenging, more frustrating, and more wonderful than you can imagine. It's a journey that will test you, change you, and reward you with insights that will last a lifetime.